Hi there, I'm Francesco del Duchetto, a PhD student from the University of Lincoln in the UK. My presentation is about automatic assessment and learning of robot social abilities. This work is part of Lindsay the Tour Guide robot project, within which we have deployed an autonomous robot, Lindsay, to provide guided tours and other information to the visitors of the Collection Museum in Lincoln. Lindsay the robot has been operating as a tour guide for almost 1 year and a half to date, during which it interacted with thousands of people. Despite the large number of interactions, one of the main problems in our deployment, but in general in all current real-world social robotic deployments, is the difficulty of keeping the engagement alive after the initial phase of the interaction. In fact, we report that visitors disengage with our robot typically already after 2 minutes after the interaction started. So, attempting to improve the user engagement with social robots, we claim that in the first place, the robot should be able to estimate the user engagement during the interactions, and secondly, the robot should be able to act on the engagement level of the users. Each robot action has the potential to increase the engagement or to decrease it at any point during the interaction process. Therefore, we can imagine our robot engagement mechanism as a loop between perception of user engagement and planning of social actions. So differences in the perceived engagement induces the robot to perform different actions, which in turn affects the engagement state of the user. For the goal of assessing the user engagement, we have first of all built a dataset of videos from the robot's own camera during the interactions in the museum. This dataset was then manually annotated per frame with scalar engagement values. Secondly, we have used this dataset to train a deep regression model which predicts engagement values from image sequences in real time. For the goal of planning contingent robot actions to act on the user engagement level, we plan to use the engagement model that we just described before to guide the learning of robot behaviors. In fact, we want to use reinforcement learning, in which the robot starts acting with our uncrafted behavioral plan, and then, time by time, it will refine its behavior by maximizing the engagement values of the user. In fact, we want to embed our engagement estimation into the reward function of the reinforcement learning mechanism. Thank you for listening and for watching to my presentation, and please, if you want to discuss this work further with me, contact me.